Olá, Brasil! Estou aqui de volta, direto de Miami. Que coisa maravilhosa essa praia, né? E o motivo é mais maravilhoso ainda. Estou aqui, meu amor, para entrevistar Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Zac Efron e todo o elenco de Baywatch. Eu tô aqui, ó, com a minha capa vermelha, nessa praia, porque hoje, meu amor, o mar está pra peixe. E é peixe grande. E tá pra sapão também, né? Oh, meu Deus! Vamos lá, Baywatch, direto de Miami. Gente, tem brasileira no filme, Isabel Goulart, maravilhosa. É seu debut em Hollywood?
Olha só, é minha primeira vez fazendo participação em um filme e acontece de ser em Hollywood, então é muita coisa, acontecendo ao mesmo tempo. Mas
você tem toda uma cena que ela é sequestrada, não sei o quê. Foi difícil?
Olha só, eu sou raptada, eu fico perdida, eu termino em um barco que tá a ponto de explodir, tá pegando fogo. Aí o Dwayne me salva, então fica tudo bem no final.
E quem não quer ser salvo por Dwayne? Aliás, salvar Isabel Goulart também não deve ser ruim, né? Vamos então conferir Isabel, a atuação dela maravilhosa no Baywatch. E eu quero ver depois que você me diga o que você achou da sua atuação quando você assistir.
Então
Tá?
bom,
Agora vamos fazer um rápido... E ali, ó, tá o David Hasselhoff que fazia o SOS Malibu, gente! Gente, David Hasselhoff aqui, carne, osso e plásticas. Gente, Zac Efron chegou. Senhoras e senhores, Zac Efron, maravilhoso. Olha como ela é linda. A Kelly faz assim, a nova CJ, que era a Pamela Anderson no original. Olha a Pamela Anderson. E veio quase com pouca maquiagem, gostei. Tá linda, Pamela. Me salva. Olha a Priyanka. Maravilhosa. Aceita. A verdadeira Maia. A Maia de Hollywood, meu amor. Here's the Rock! Olha lá o encontro dos Mitchs. Os dois protagonistas da série e do filme reunidos. Ai, que emoção. Ali tá a mãe dele, a família dele toda, ó lá. Ó, que fofo. Quem diria a senhorinha desse tamanho ia fazer um homão desse, hein, minha gente? A senhora tá de parabéns. Maravilhoso.
Come on, Pete, make my pecs a little bigger. And don't cover up my front bump.
You got it. Huge dick.
Big dick.
Dwayne! Nice seeing you.
Muito obrigado. Thank you. It's good seeing
That's what I was
you.
gonna ask you. You know, you have a lot of fans in Brazil. You've been there, right?
I have.
And
Yeah.
how do you like it?
Love Brazil.
Amazing, right?
Yes, it is amazing. So the people were always the best when I went to Brazil. And you know what I love? Like I went into town and found the dirtiest gym.
Really?
Yes. And it was...
We have gyms in Brazil all over, everywhere.
They're everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
And I went to a few where the Nogueira brothers were there. They were working out one time. But I went to this other gym that was a shithole.
Okay.
And it was the best.
Really?
I loved it.
Speaking of that, I
Yes.
have a gift for you.
What do you have?
You have a Brazilian fan who's called Anderson Silva Spider, and he sent you some boxing gloves.
Oh, that's
signed
cool.
by him. So
Let me see.
Yeah. And he was like,
wow.
"You gotta talk with Dwayne. I'm a big fan." So
This is very cool right now.
Yeah.
To Dwayne Johnson, Anderson. I love Anderson, by the way. I've been such a big fan of his for many, many years.
He told me about the picture you took in Australia. You have like this big wall.
Yeah, so in Australia, there's a massive wall, and it's a massive mural, and it's my face and his face. It's inside of a gym, but it's massive.
It's massive. I
It's
saw the
huge.
picture.
It's huge. You saw the picture, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yes, and what an honor. I mean, really. But also, what I also love about Anderson is, you know, in a world of MMA and combat sports that he's done, you know, not only is he considered one of the all-time best ever, arguably the best ever.
Yeah. I think he is.
Of course, for sure, by
Yeah.
the way, right? What I also love about him is he always, with Anderson, he does things with class, right? Grace, just really...
He's really classy, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Really nice guy. Okay, so...
Thank you, Anderson Silva. Appreciate it. Muito obrigado. That's all I know to say, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Anderson, he got it.
I got it. Thank you, brother, so
I
much.
promised you. He
I
got
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So Baywatch, when you talk about Baywatch and you say Mitch, you're like David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
So how hard is to play this character that is so known?
Yeah, I mean, there's great baggage with it, and I mean that in the most respectful way, because David Hasselhoff made this character into an iconic character. So the only thing that I could do was just pay homage and be as respectful as I can to the character, because David's an OG.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that So David told me, if you guys make the movie, I want to make sure that there's 3 elements in the movie that the TV show had: action, humor, and heart. And I said, you got it.
There's a lot of action, actually.
There's a lot of action.
How hard was to do everything? You really dived into the world, and I was so afraid of that.
Come on, buddy. Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
on, it's Dwayne Johnson, you can do everything.
Well, I mean, I don't know about if I could do everything, but that's really hard to do. So even in the world of action, so for example, if I was in a fight scene with somebody, putting on my best Anderson Silva moves, if I was doing that, or if I was like in San Andreas flying a helicopter or something, that's a different kind of action. When you go underwater and you have to enact things and try and save somebody and you can't breathe, that's a whole other level of...
So it's really hard, right?
It's hard. It's hard for me because it's not my forte. I'm not a lifeguard, I'm not a Navy SEAL, so I don't often do that, but it's very challenging, yeah.
You're doing just, you can
I could do everything. What am I talking about? Plus I got Anderson Silver gloves now. I could do everything.
If you want me, you can have me.
Some other time.
Girls, how difficult is it to be the ladies in Baywatch?
I think
it's a bigger responsibility.
It is, but it's a huge honor too. So I think it's you go and work out and train and prepare for the role, and then it's a huge honor to put on the suit, and it feels really cool to put Baywatch Babe on your resume.
Zac, you're doing so many different things in this movie. You're walking in heels.
Yeah.
Was this your first time?
No. No way. Yeah, it was not even close to.
And holding a ball sack too? Was that weird? How was that?
I've probably done that before too. I'm sure. It's inevitable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. Everyone's been there at some point. You're like, oh, oops.
It happened. I love CJ.
Thank you.
And you're so funny.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's so sweet of you to say that.
I really like to see you in the movie, and I want to know, being the part of CJ after Pamela Anderson, how is that?
Big responsibility, right? It's like the most iconic character of the 90s. I think everyone, when they think of, Southern California beach babes, their mind goes to that image. So obviously I had a big suit to fill, but I knew that it was all there in the script. It was written very funny, and I had a great scene partner in John Bass, who's a great comedian. So it was
amazing.
Isn't he great? So we were able to improv off one another, and we had great chemistry. And then, obviously, we have such a great cast. Like when you're on a comedy set and everybody's as talented as these actors are, the energy is such that you just feel more funny all the time. I think, don't they say like the sign of like a true comedian is that they're able to make other people funnier? I had that in spades with my cast, so it was easy.
How was kissing Dwayne Johnson?
A dream come true.
Did you? Oh, right, because you're underwater. Sure.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And I love the pair of you two. Oh my God, your eyes together with the most beautiful child in the world. And have you watched Zac before? How was the chemistry between you two on set?
It's great, and I screen tested with Zac first, so I sort of found that we had chemistry early on, which I think it's an important part of the audition process. And I think the whole cast had chemistry. We worked really well together, but it's great fun to work with somebody that you really get along with, and that you can really find interesting moments and real moments that end up in the movie.
Priyanka, do you know how much people love you in Brazil?
Really, I love Brazil. I was in Rio. I was doing a TV show in India called Fear Factor, and I was doing the celebrity hosting, and we did it in Rio. And every day I would rap and come to my hotel, and Copacabana was right in front of me.
Really?
I wouldn't even come to the hotel. I would go straight to the beach, And what was amazing to me that there are gyms on the beach.
Oh, everybody.
And people don't know that. It's
there are
crazy.
gyms everywhere in Brazil.
I know, that's why you all look the way you do.
No, I don't look that.
Yeah, you do, you're fine.
I loved you in the movie. You remember me a little bit of Latina villains from telenovelas.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, was that an inspiration? How you create Victoria?
I mean, I guess a little bit. The idea was, my inspiration was James Bond villains, you know? When you're doing a villain in a comedy, you have to be really real, but yet be stupid completely, absurd. Like, I mean, there's so many scenes where, you know, when she comes to the beach to meet the lifeguards and she doesn't take off her shoes, and there's a little stool that comes.
Yeah,
for
that
her,
was amazing.
and she just talks to everyone. Then there's a guy who says, "I want a raise," or I want more money, and she goes, "Oh, you're blackmailing me." And in the next scene, he's dead because she got him killed off. You know, those things, like, she just doesn't take. There was so much nonchalance, like. She's just so classy.
And she's so
about
fabulous with the champagne the whole time. And wasn't that fun playing her?
It was so much fun playing her because she was, as you said, she's just super fabulous. And I loved playing that over-the-top fabulous villain.
And I love the ending. Well, we shouldn't talk about the ending.
Let's just say it's a big bang.
It's a big, 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 big bang. Thank you so much for having me. You looked fabulous in the movie. I love it. And we're willing to visit to see you in Brazil.
Oh, I really want to come back.
Mexico is really big there.
I really, really want to come back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we love you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
She's the reason I believe in God.
We gotta go undercover.
Yeah, I'm undercover.
Yeah, a little too undercover.